Chad. Trump markets. I actually want to do a popularity. Do you like Trump currently? Let's see if the guys like Trump. The way it's currently looking, Keeks, we can actually just end the stream right here and actually do something productive.
Yeah, these markets, bro. It really is.
Do you see anything you like?
Nothing.
I just need to make sure Kigo is back on the screen here. Alrighty, let's have a look here. I don't think Keegan is there. I can actually start putting some hair product in my hair again. Chad, how's everyone doing? How was Easter? Everyone have a good Easter. How's the audio? Where's our sound engineers? I never knew we had so many sound engineers. Audio good? How does it look like? Okay, 62% of you don't like Trump. Audio good? How's the mix? Let me know. We changed a few things last week. Music good. Audio good. Music a little bit louder, a little bit softer. Talk to me. Alrighty guys, Easter has come and gone. And basically a long weekend, starting the week on a Tuesday, short week. I believe Trump is speaking tonight.
He also spoke last night. What did he say there?
Dude, I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to listen to the guy. I don't even want to listen to the man. But Chad, as always, we're going to pray here. And part of Easter, for if you are of the Christian faith, is about Christ is risen. He is obviously the ultimate example for us. I think I made a post on Thursday or Friday, and we actually talked about it in Trading with Faith, that we are imperfect, but He is perfect. And part of Christianity is having that crutch to lean on God's grace every single day. And then yesterday, actually saw something very powerful. The one guy posted, and he said, imagine many years ago, I don't know if you saw it as well, Michael Jordan goes into a coma, wakes up, forgets that he's Michael Jordan, he's got the skill and everything, and he's like, goes and works at McDonald's. And obviously there's no posters, you can't see that it's Michael Jordan, and you go there and you're like, Michael, why are you working at McDonald's? And he's like, no, but that's the thing to do. You need to work, you need to provide, all of that. But it talks about having so much more in you, and that is the same for all of us. Why do we limit ourselves to that job we are currently at? Or why do you limit your business to, there's so many other people doing this business, and there's too much competition, I'm too old, I'm too young, there's nobody doing this business, so it won't work. like, why do we always find excuses? Like, if I had to ask you a question now, Keegs, why aren't you doing something, and you give me an excuse and I eliminate those excuses, our minds tend to find another excuse. Like, oh no, okay, you're giving me A, B, and C, but now, like, I don't have time. It's like, but okay, you said A, B, and C, like, we've eliminated that. So think about that. Our minds always want to look at why we cannot do something instead of why we can.
Yeah, that's the whole thing of procrastination.
So that was quite profound. But Chad, before we start here, let's pray. Let's get ready for the week. So let's just bow it. Father, I just want to thank you for another weekend. Thank you for what you've done on the cross. Thank you that we can stand on your word. Thank you that you have overcome death. You have been resurrected. You're sitting on the right-hand side of God, Father. Thank you that you said that you will go and prepare a place for us, that one day we will meet you in heaven, Father. And I just pray this week that you will guide us and lead us. I pray that if anyone has got little faith, Father, that you will increase their faith, that we will truly believe that you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the all-powerful, omnipresent, omnipotent God that you are, and that you have great plans for us, plans for future hope, and not of our demise, Father. I just pray that this week will be an incredible week. Win or lose, Father, that we will glorify your name, and above all else, that we will build our lives, our businesses, our relationships on you, the everlasting foundation and cornerstone. I pray this and I ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And those that believe it can drop an amen right now.
Amen.
Alrighty, Chad, let's get straight into the economic calendar. Okay. Let me just see, there's still a bit of a buzz. Chris scores a brain game for safe option. Okay, so today we've got some PMIs coming out of the Eurozone. Elevate. Okay, this is a new broker. Elevate. Going for a little bit of a green theme, yeah.
I say a lot of the guys are liking green now.
And they've got Jet Li's son as their... Why would he have a Huawei though?
Hey, bro. Sometimes it's tough out there.
Elevate. Elevate. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Just some PMIs coming out this morning. Relatively straightforward. Dollar. Had a discussion with the team this morning. Dollar's in a little bit of a tricky spot. We've got a confirmed resistance up there. No confirmed support. Not a confirmed resistance either. So a little bit of a weird spot. We're going to have to play it by ear on the lower time frames. If we look at where we are currently trading at, what do I have here? What is this? Let me just delete that. If we look at our Asia range, okay, we're still in Asia. We haven't broken Asia low. We haven't broken Asia high. We're going to need to see some type of direction. But for me, very simple. If we stay below this zone here, I will be looking for short continuations on the dollar. Okay. So this entire zone is going to be my sell zone. All right. Let's quickly have a look at gold. Gold on daily. let's actually start with the weekly because I am bullish on the week. We've got a nice, beautiful, confirmed weekly support. We've got a weekly zone right there that I want to see us go and test. So from a weekly perspective, bullish for me. Daily perspective is a little bit tricky. Reason I say that is we broke out of this consolidation, had a nice push, unconfirmed resistance, minor little daily trying to act as a support here. So again, gonna have to play it by ear. And again, price action is looking horrific here in the Asia session. So what I'm gonna look for is one of two things. I wanna see what are we gonna do inside of this entire zone. Okay, so ideally if we are going to go long, I want to see a nice strong break out of this zone for us to continue higher. Otherwise, if we continuously reject here, this could drift lower. Okay, but that is not in line with our weekly outlook. Okay, DAXI, let's have a look here. Weekly is somewhat bullish for me, holding that yearly pivot level, but we are trading into this area. Okay, so this area is a potential resistance area. We basically had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of downward momentum. Can one weekly candle just bring us back? Potentially. Daily, two things I want to show you guys here as well. Daily also lines up with that zone right there. So closing in that zone yesterday, or not yesterday, Thursday, holding this upper end of the zone, right? So we stuck in this little zone right here. And if we are going to continue higher, we need to see a daily candle close above this zone, right? So now looking on the lower time frame, same thing here for me. This zone is going to be either our sell zone, or if we start to break through there, I can look for buys. Okay, but currently as it stands, looking for sells out of that block there. BTC still looking relatively rough. Yo, this phlegm. Another weekly candle closure. Trying to get away from this yearly S1. And the issue is we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 8 weeks of price action around this area. Okay. So if buyers can't capitalize off a strong level like this, what do you think is going to happen next? Okay. What you saw here is what's going to happen next year. Unless we see some type of strong bullish weekly price action. But for me, it is still relatively bearish. Okay. Even though we had a bullish engulfing there, we took the previous weekly high, rejected. Daily as well, very sideways. You can see just from this leg down, basically 4 down days. It took us basically 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, almost 10 days to basically get some type of mean reversion there. So still looking relatively bearish overall. And then very simply, this zone right here. That is where I will look for potential shorts here this morning, unless we start to trade above that zone. Okay. Gold, we did handle gold. NASDAQ, we're not going to trade it. NASDAQ, beautiful, beautiful price action yesterday. We caught some wins here yesterday. Just want to check.
I know if they were Project G, they caught some wins.
Yeah, I think Project G literally maybe caught the biggest move of the day. We caught this little banger here. That's what we caught. That's all we could caught. And then the rest was just a bag of shit. Ricardo, I think just refresh your stream. I'm just going to show you guys on the daily quickly here.
It's going to take him about 20 minutes to refresh his stream.
Shove it. Good caught. Okay, so NASDAQ is in this area. This is going to be a little bit of a battle here. We can see a lot of reaction off that level. If we can trade back above that level, beautiful, bullish. If not, we are going back low. And currently, as it stands, this zone right here is going to be your battle zone. All right. If we can hold above here, beautiful. We could see some bullish price action. Otherwise, we are going short. But Kigo, over to.
There we go. How come stream is so early today? Matthew, it's normal time, my brother. Remember, we've had daylight's shift.
Daylight. We're saving the daylight.
So we've gone back to an hour earlier. So it's been like that for 2 weeks now, a week. But nonetheless, dollar guys, let's start off here. So dollar for me is still interesting. Two things. Still definitely bullish. For me to go bearish, we obviously can't just change off of one bearish candle. Traded down, we held that monthly, we got back above, holding the 99,000 area quite strongly. Even testing the 100,000. Actually, yeah, we did test it, yeah. Testing it and coming off. Now, two things about that is that we can literally have the range of 100,000 over there, and we can have 99 all the way down here. So 99 where we tested that. But holding the monthly pivot in between, so we have a little bit more of a confluency, and also our key area of 99,500. So when we talk about this now, probability, obviously I've got three things to go off of going bullish. So as it stands right now, as much as I want to say I'm not liking what the dollar's doing, I can't go bearish just yet. So still going to stay with a bullish outlook on the dollar, and just take it from there and see what happens. Going over to, let's do indices first, because there's not much really to talk about there. But let's just start with the weekly. If we have a look there for you guys, weekly we traded quite bullish last week, taking out the low and engulfing the body, not the whole candle, but taking out that there. Now trading for me, that key level we did close underneath, so that's one thing we want to take note of trading now, because where we look at where we are, we could have just taken out this high and looking to turn bearish. Okay, so when we say that, if you have a look here, trading bullish, also the move there now just getting above the 200 on the daily. So two things can happen. That can be the confirmation for us that we did close above, and this can be the low of the day, and we are going to go bullish. But if we do get a chance of reversal here, this would be a nice area for us to pull back. We always talk about Monday, Tuesday to set the tone of the opposite direction. So if this was going to go high Monday, Tuesday, that does line up with that we have already taken our previous weekly's high and now starting to reverse. Okay, so there you guys can see previous daily high over there, coming back in, a bit zoomed up. I just want you guys to see the overall picture. Asian highs over there, previous weekly high, so we can see we traded back in, held a bit of a range, almost had last little bit of a fake out, then breaking once we got back under the 200, and since then we haven't even really gone up there. So 200 also trading down, but our key areas still making lows the whole time. We can see that. So even on the lower 20 and 50 EMA, we're starting to get that crossover now as well. So going to be interesting for us. I think for myself personally with NAS today, if we're going to buy, I want to see volume come in. So probably above the daily pivot and above the 200 EMA is where I'm going to look to get those buys. But again, I need to see volume coming off that idea. Otherwise, I actually think I'm going to be liking the sells a lot more here with NAS. Seeing us get underneath the EQ, sweep Asia lows, and the same idea of a volume play. But I will have to monitor that zone, because we have the key level over there, and at the same time we could sweep Asia lows. Sorry guys, have the low of the day been swept, and that can become the move for us to go bullish. All right, So go to start looking for sells around this area, but again, just going to monitor Asia lows. Going over to gold, what can I expect over there? Honestly, guys, gold is... I don't even know what to say about gold anymore. Trading back now, so I want you guys to just look at this from a weekly perspective. Now, as much as we want to be bullish, things like that, we've had a lot of bearish momentum, obviously taking out quite a bit of structure, and we've had one bullish candle on the weekly, so nothing really to go off. And when you also put it like this, obviously our monthly was set up after the fact, but when we see where this closed, did kind of reject that area for us. Now when we start to go to the daily, we're also going to see this does kind of line up with these lows over here. So we have this little bit of a level we can talk about. And when we're looking at this, yeah, two things for me is that can become, as I said to you, Monday, Tuesday, your opposites, and becoming the fake out for us. So trading in there, monthly pivot's been hit now. Trade underneath, if you see, we did kind of close underneath these lows again. Now we can be looking for the idea of holding this weekly pivot, because I say, especially the pivots, same idea on higher time frames. We're either going to trade away from it, and that can either be bullish or bearish, obviously. But that means we basically have the whole idea of a 50-50 at this point, and that's where we then have to start building our plan. Now when we start to drop down on the 4 hour, again, same idea. We can see we are trading underneath that 200, so 200 quite high above us. So for us to really shift into a bullish momentum, it's going to take quite a bit, but obviously there's a lot of a move to catch there. So we're just going to see what we can do. If I look at the 15 though, same idea, just chop. So nothing I really want to get involved there. I'm going to remove that level just so we can see clearly. Even as we drop down, we are still trading underneath the 200. So underneath there, Asia highs rejecting. There's a little bit of a thing for me of these equal highs starting to form there, but we still have this over here. So Asia low is untested. And again, all I want to really see is if we fail again, yeah, and we get some type of strong push downwards, I'm going to look to take that move. For sells, just monitor these lows over here to be swept, because if we reverse, I will just kill the trade. But if we can get through, obviously aim for Asia lows as that's untested, and then monitor the idea of a drive through there.
Chad, marks are open and in motion. It is the unofficial round one. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
There we go. Now all good. But again, guys, when we look at this on the 1 hour, for example, I always have to say this because I think people need to understand it, and it's always hard for guys who come into trading if you may be new and you guys are going, holy crap, I see why people say this is a scam and how hard trading is. But this is what you want to be trading. This is what you want to be trading. This is the complete opposite of what you want to be trading. So again, it's unfortunate because the reality is there still is volume there if you think of how big these candles actually are, but it's just a complete volatility shit show. So again, I need to see something good to get involved in it, but it's not looking good today, guys. I think that's just the honest approach here. So you're going to need to see something good, but that is everything from me, guys.
Alrighty.
I started a week and a half of trading due to Wi-Fi issues. Still getting back into this room of thing. Nah, all good, brother. Bro, you know what, eh? It's that time of the year.
Where?
I have that urge to change my color scheme.
What are you going for?
I have
Something?
no clue. I need to think. Comes around once a year, and I think we're at that time now.
Like candle or like?
Well, obviously I'll just play with the patterns. So, if obviously I want darker candles, and also I feel certain colors just look obviously better on maybe the white or a dark background again. I'm gonna have to see, but I feel it's time for a change up. I remember, bro, guys, let's see if you're an OG, because still today Chris was one of the few guys who had it. Who can tell me what Chris's OG colorway was? Bro,
I
you look
can't
like
even.
you came out of like the 90s on like the trader floor
Really?
with that color scheme, bro.
Wait,
It looked old, bro.
Huh? What
Yeah.
kind of scheme was that? I can't even remember that scheme.
Yeah, I can remember. If you guys take too long, I know you're probably just going back to go look at it.
I actually want to go.
What was the color of the background? Just give me the color of the background, guys. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. If you guys can't give me the color, I know you're just going back to go look. It was grey, Jex.
But I'm still using the grey though.
Nah, bro, it's not the same. It's not the same.
No, I want to go and have a look.
There you go. Cribbo, go look back, bro. Go look at your old chart.
No, wasn't it black? I swear.
No, you changed it to black after that. You went to black at a point, and we still said you went the dark way. Eventually. Just go to the very beginning, bro, and go look at what your chart. Like they looked old.
Yeah, I was on black on our first stream. There I was on black. Still black. Where did I go to?
Nah, bro, you had a
But I think I know which one.
dark grey with red and green. I'll find it, yeah, bro. I'll show you.
Okay.
No, man. When that black was there, that was my black, bro.
Was that your black? But I think I know what you were talking about.
No, actually, this was also. I remember this phase of yours where you still had the white outline around your candles.
Just that looks chunky, dude.
Oh, that just looked weird. The white around them. Bro, it's crazy to actually see again when you always look back at these, how the streams change, like the disclaimers and...
And how young we were.
Yeah.
Even though it was 2 years ago. We were
2
young.
years ago, bro. It looks like it was 10 years ago.
The boys aged.
I look like I was still straight out of school there.
Yo, we aged, my dude. Once you go black, hey Jack, somebody had to do it.
Bro. Of all the streams, check which one I pulled up on.
Oh damn, the mask.
And then we still had there on your thing when your Instagram was taken down. Chris Markable cancelled.
Yo.
Oh.
Dude, and I was willing to part ways with that account. And then remember we were sitting at Seattle the morning and Kate's like, no.
I got it back.
I think I know a person that knows a person. And I'm like, no man, impossible. Instagram took this down. And it's like, no bro, Instagram didn't take this down.
Yo.
The
The
boss.
only thing is now when I look back at my also the dark The dark just looks hectic.
Nah, the dark is too heavy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this scheme. Black outline.
I need to think what I'm gonna do. But I feel it's time for a change.
Alrighty, ladies and gents. Let us see what we can get ourselves into here this morning.
Yeah, I do think a lot of guys are gonna wait on that deadline to see what happens. Because this time Iran's made comments about it, Trump's made comments about it.
The VW squiz for Project G, I think you guys know what I'm looking at here.
VW squiz.
The squiz pattern. You boys know about the squiz pattern?
If we don't, I feel you're gonna tell us.
You guys know the VW squiz. See that, Keeks? Project G, don't deny me. You guys know what we're waiting for here. The squizzy pattern. We really might get the squiz pattern, yeah.
That's not gonna work. Let's go. I'm checking out my different options here, bro. I need something new in my life. I feel that's the one that's on now. Again, I feel it's the same. What the hell is this? And that's like, okay.
Squidgy pattern. If you know, you know. Oh damn, sorry, let me just put my watermark back. This was for the session I had. Here we go. Now you can see. Apologies for that. Good spot. Can we get the squizzle pattern? Oh. The squizzle. We might get something aquí.
The squizzle.
The squeegee. We might squeeze something out of these markets here this morning.
You're gonna make a little squizzle there for us, bro.
A little. I see what you're looking for, Chris. JXAUUSD. Only thing is, I like US 30 technically a little bit more because the throat is nice and tight there. But yeah, we've got a play on deck here, Keeks.
Hey,
Plays on deck.
the boys are locking in.
Still have a minute here, then we can start locking in here on. Then we go long. We go long, my brother. So it's a case of it's either going to be a long or it's going to be a short. Max Squizzy.
No in between.
As simple as that. Okay, let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Okay. Actually now, Kicks, do me a favor there, just pop Kate a message and tell her I must remind Dion for that aircon in my office. Love how people, when they get their money, you never get them back, bro. It's like, and I will demolish him. Is in a tricky situation. Like 40. Jake, so you're gonna keep an eye on NAS and US 30 for us. 5 minutes, eh? Okay, lock in DAX, guys. Might get an entry here in the next couple of minutes, so don't fall off your chair. Looking for potential longs here. Stops are going to be around about 35 to 40. Keeks, you know how I know markets are now officially open?
How do you know?
Because they started to range. Jeepers. This was that playlist, the Brokeback playlist. Jake said at least we know then it's not going to reverse. This is looking trickier. Hold DAX, what are you doing here? We're literally inside the opening 15-minute range, guys, so it's looking beautiful. Okay, here we go. Looking like a 50. But I always say I don't trade indices out of session. You trade them out of session, eh, Keeks?
No. I'm pretty sure that was my rule.
Was that your rule? But I think I adopted it.
But that's why you trade DAX now.
Yeah, but remember we found out that DAX and NAS is the same thing.
Oh yeah, NASDAQ.
The one just wears a different mask. NASDAQs. Right, guys. If it closes like this, we're going short here on NASDAQs. 1 minute. Ooh. I'll give it like 46. But we need to close below that little green line. If we close on it, no trade. NASDAQistan. Oh, and it says, not today, young man. You shall not pass. Okay, Nas. Nope.
It's gonna fight you there, bro.
Nope. Okay, false alarm, guys. False alarm. I'm just waiting for some direction on DAX, my brother. I'm just waiting for some direction on DAX. You see now I can pull this here on DAX. And that is where I can now look for my potential shortage. Trade into that zone. Waiting for the market to show its hand to us. Okay, NASDAQistan, let's see if we get it. No, checks. No buys here yet. Not even close to buys at this stage. Right. Can we get it? NASDAQ. I think it might be Nas, bro. Keeks.
The man's going for it.
Nas, brodo. Jaxie. Jaxie. Dax didn't give us that nice retest there. It actually gave us all of those retests there, but it was directionless for me. So I might go with NASDAQistan. Okay, can we get it? Can we get it? Looking at like 40, between 40 and 50 stops, 2 minutes. 40, let's make it 45. Okay. Okay. Come on, Az. Don't play with us. Dude, I think we have to have some type of mental cutoff today where we... Otherwise, you'll sit here like this, ping-ponging up until Trump speaks tonight.
Yeah.
There needs to be some type of...
What's your idea?
Go away, let me lock in here before I...
There's your tune, Chris.
Yo, this thing slaps. Oof. This thing, it's... Keys don't lie, this thing slaps when I did.
That's a vibe, bro.
Alright, Chad, wait, I'm in shorts here on NASDAQ. Okay, short. Stops are 46. Screwdriver, but my phone is too heavy for this. Okay. DAX hasn't given us the pullback. Nope. Okay. That's our position for the day. NASDAQ. Just waiting for us to hit.
Gonna try and wait you out, bro. Gonna try I'll wait you out. Or are you gonna give in first?
Alrighty. Let's see
That
what
is the question.
Uzbekistan. Chad, where we gonna start monitoring to manage the trade is round about this level. We need to punch that level, but that is a potential support area. So that's where I'll go break even. Or even lock, depending on how we trade there. DJI Osmo Pocket. Yeah, JX, I'm completely comfortable with this position. Looking at overnight, saw what happened there overnight. Below the 50, all of that rejection, overnight VWAP. Currently there, nice little break there of that low BW tech. So also if you look at how we came off the lows here, look at this move, and then look at how we came off these lows comparatively. So at no stage looking to be a buyer here. Jared, no, you You actually missed it. We've been chopping up and down here since the open. We moved 30 points on NAS, so
It's been a good day.
it's a cracker. Oh, you never took the sell because I've seen this movie before with Nas. Hey, Chexy. So you left me stranded alone. Oh, sorry, Chad. My cell is dead. Jax, why you do that, my brother?
He abandoned you there, bro.
He's like, I never took the cell with you, Chris.
That's rough, bro.
No, man, Jax.
I would have expected a bit more from Jaxie, bro. Now he's leaving the brothers out there to fight for their own.
How's the hourly close? Bro, it's weird when you don't trade NAS during London. It moves incredible. And then when you want to enter, like yesterday, look at London. This was London yesterday. This was Asia on NAS. This was entire London session. Then obviously we went into the NYSE,
Yeah.
and now when you and now when I think it's a good idea to enter during London.
It's tough out here, bro.
There's a descending 5-minute trend line on NAS for buys. Descending trend line. Ascending or descending? Let's see if we can find some descending trend lines. Let's see what we've got on deck here. Ooh, I think Brian is talking about this. Brian, are we talking about this one yet? This one right here. I see it. Then we have to wait for that ascending. That gave us the sell. The GAN fan. Daxi, oh. I've seen this movie too many times. No, I still like the cells. Close NAS, renter DAX. Yeah, Daxi is the tricky one, yeah. Right on cue there. Holy chop. Sniper entry to poverty.
It's okay, bro. We've all been there.
Swing trader. If it breaks above the POC, is there potential? The only reason I'm not looking for buyers is if you look at where we opened up. Okay, during Asia, it was one way down. Okay, and then if you look at the time we spent below VWAP, the majority of the time was spent on the sell side of the curve. So for that reason, I wouldn't want to look for longs here. Can it go long? Absolutely. But for me, the amount of time selling occurred, I'm more favored towards the sell side. That's why this morning, what I told Project G is that if we are going to go on the buy side, we need to spend the majority of London session trading above there, and we need to see all of this start to curve up. But while we trade below here, I'm a seller.
Man's a seller.
Here we go, last 10 minutes. JXE, yeah, but remember that the last 10 minutes is only true if you've got a strong candle. This is a hokey pokey candle. Do you think it's on its way to a recession? Yeah, look, I don't think we at a recession yet. Because remember, you need to look at yields, and we haven't had any yield curve inversions as of yet. So what you'll see is that your 2-year, once the 2-year goes above the 10-year, that is called yield curve inversion, and that's usually early signs of a recession. So the yield curves aren't inverted yet. So I'm not too stressed regarding, I'm more stressed about inflation, to be honest. Because if inflation on Friday starts to heat up again, we've got issues. Then we may potentially get a rate hike and not a rate cut in 2 years.
Then shit gets real saucy.
Like a 2.4, that is still reasonable. That's fine. But if we start trading out of this range again, back above 3, that's where things start to break. I'm short on DAX from 23,121. Beautiful, brother. I would have actually loved to get involved with DAX. But then I obviously entered NASDAQistan.
NASDAQistan.
At that stage, it was a little bit cleaner. This was a little bit of a tricky one. It's static, my brother. It's not like futures where it trails. Your daily max trails, so in terms of your maximum 5% is based on balance or equity, whichever the higher one. But it's not like futures where if you go into profit, your overall drawdown goes up with you. So where you can technically fail while you're in profit or breach while you're in profit. Wow, this price action is so beautiful, Keegs.
I'm loving it, bro.
What did you take this morning?
Nothing. I've been changing my chart colors. Something different. Oh.
Again, how which one is stuff like It's the purple TV. Okay.
I think it works.
I dig it. Adds a little bit of mystique.
Gotta be paying attention.
Oh, NASDAQistan. What do you want to do here for the boys? Yo. Back in the range we go. Chad is definitely setting up for a big move. It's coiling. It's definitely coiling here. So it is setting up for a big move. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it till, if I don't get stopped. Let me see. It's gonna break out somewhere. Yeah. Oh, that's too late. That's like 1 o'clock. Yes, another hour, bro.
You got this, bro.
Nah, I'm not gonna sit and watch this for another hour. Okay, let's see this 10 o'clock. Currently holding that daily point of control. That is one tick to the bull side. I think I'm gonna give it like 30 minutes. If we get here again and we break and we close back above, like what happened here, then I'll just kill it. Or I just get chopped and I don't have to sit here. That's the other side of it.
Could go both ways.
Okay, that is the new hourly. Did we close? Oh, bullish. There she goes. There she goes. Maybe we don't have to sit yet. Yeah. No need to sit here. That is me out. What came out? PMIs looking relatively solid out of Europe. Okay. Now I need this to start turning up, but I'm not going to take another trade now. Daxy. Dax is still not very clear for me, guys. I'm not going to engage with Daxy. It is still very chop around here, and we are still technically in that opening range. So DAX, I'm not going to engage. Gold as well, just sideways. We are basically in the middle of this range. Basically our overnight Asia range, so I'm going to have to wait for direction there. NAS US 30 breaking out there. Damn. This must be some news. This must be a tweet or something. Boom, out 6 million. Only 6 mil, Brian. This is definitely something that we don't have the news thing on our Discord, eh?
I think it still is on the Discord.
Let me check quickly. Let me check here.
This is a new life.
No, I don't think we still have. Wait, do we have it? Now remember, Darko cleaned it up for us.
So, may I please have this dance?
Oh no, we still have it. Yeah. I know, that's just purely see. Surely that's not off a mid-tier data point. No ways. But that must have been some tweet or something. Jenny, you think it's the German PMI? The German PMI was 5 to 10 though. I don't think a PMI is not gonna... I don't rate that's a PMI move. I can't see anything on our feed, but I don't think that can't. Yeah, I really don't think this could be a PMI move. PMIs are... Yeah, no, guys, I'm not taking anything. That was my shot I took there with the idea of a breakout. If we maintain this move above later into NYSE, then we'll go back to the buy side, similar to what we had yesterday. That's why we were looking for buys going into NYSE. Then we can look for potential buy continuations. Otherwise, this was just one very steep pullback. And if we trade lower during NYSE, then I think that was enough to get the guys excited. So if we go back to the buy side, similar to what we had yesterday, then we are going to look for the buys into NYSE. Yeah. Keeks, anything you're looking at, my brother?
Nah, I think it's just interesting what the charts are doing, but nothing for me necessarily to take, eh? So I'm sorting out my charts and we'll sort this out for later. Hopefully then we maybe get something.
Jen, we actually have it on this comes from Financial Juice. So they've got an app that we've got on our news feed. But yeah, I don't see anything here. Yeah, all of this was earlier this morning. Maybe it was the German forecast 51, actual 50. But jumping on a miss though, that's the weird part. Alrighty guys, yeah, that was my shot. Like I said, I like the short potential there. But not to be. So we will see what we get this afternoon. Yeah, don't overtrade these markets, guys.
Yeah, this is really gonna blow accounts.
Yeah, if you take your shot, It's not necessarily the markets where you want to start shifting bias. Okay. I came in here with my bias short, looking to the short side, and I took my shot, and it didn't play out. I'm not now immediately, just based off this, gonna shift my bias. All right. So one bullet out the chamber. We're going to wait for direction. If there is direction a little bit later, and we're going to take it from there. Israel hit South Pass gas field again. Yo, you guys get wrecked on cells too. Jamie got killed, my brother.
Yeah.
Got murdered. Actually need to get a new phone. That thing hit my stop so hard, my phone actually jumped and fell off, cracked the screen. I've never seen that. But Chad, we're gonna see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah, sorry guys, I know I was quiet today. The markets were just absolutely useless. I was playing around with my charts. I think tomorrow you guys will see the new chart layout.
Can I not show them now?
You can.
Still good.
I think I've decided on this one. I'm staying with this one.
The newspaper look, I like it.
I don't know why it looks very yellowy on your screen. Hey, like look here bro, you can see the difference in what it is and what it comes out as on the stream.
I like it. Looks like a newspaper.
Something different guys. I needed something clean, a little change up. I don't know, I actually change up once a year, so let's see.
Alrighty, Chad, we're gonna see you guys tomorrow morning, same place, same time, short week. Prodigy, we will see you guys this afternoon. Peace and love, baby.
Cheers guys.
Peace.
If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours.
Wanna go hard, wanna have fun, I wanna be happy, good, show me how it's done. You look so pretty, pretty like the sun. I could watch forever while you shine on that. Wanna go hard, I wanna have fun, I wanna be happy, good, show me how it's done. You look so pretty, pretty like the sun. I could watch forever while you shine on everyone. I wanna go hard, I wanna have fun, I wanna be happy, good, and show me how it's done. You look so pretty, pretty like the sun. I could watch forever while you shine on everyone. Happy, I wanna be ready. Wanna be happy, I wanna be like the sun. Wanna be happy, I wanna be ready. Wanna be happy, I wanna be like the sun. I want a better body, I want better skin. I wanna be perfect like all your other friends. You look so pretty, pretty like the wind. Every time you touch me, I feel adrenaline. Wanna go hard, wanna have fun, wanna be happy. Could you show me how it's done? You look so pretty, pretty like the sun. I could watch forever while you shine on every. Wanna be happy, wanna be pretty. Wanna be happy, wanna be like the sun. Wanna be happy, wanna be pretty. Wanna be happy, wanna be like the sun. Wanna be, wanna be,
They say it's done when it's done, but I run, still chasing the moment. I never felt that way about someone, like my chest was wide open. Now I'm trying my best to survive, but I see you in every sunrise, and my paper heart is on fire. Yeah, I'm coming off your chemicals, chemicals. I know it's only temporal, sensual, but I still got you in my blood, in my body, and I know it's bad, but I want you back. Ooh, ah, eh, ah. I know your body like ooh, ah, eh, ah. I want you back again. Ooh, ah, eh, ah. I know your body like ooh, ah, eh, ah. I want you back again. I wonder if you're with somebody else. Do you take her to our spot? Was it easy to forgive yourself for messing it all up? I keep trying my best to survive, but I see you in every twilight, and my paper heart is on fire. Yeah, I'm coming off your chemicals, chemicals. I know it's only temporal, sensual, but I still got you in my blood, in my body, and I know it's bad, but I want you back. Ooh, ah, eh, ah. I know your body like ooh, ah, eh, ah. I want you back again. Ooh, ah, eh, ah. I know your body like ooh, ah, eh, ah. I want you back again.
today is the best day of my life. Gonna rent a bicycle and ride around the city from 9 till 5. I think today is the best day of my life. Thought thinking about a future all the time. If I'm alone, I don't mind. Movie stars and black and white pictures. Warm beer and Valium mixtures. Am I in a dream? Crazy as it seems. I think today is the best day of my life. Saw a billboard, said something
in line. Everything's gonna be alright. I think today is the best day of my life. My girlfriend looked worried and asked me why, but I don't know, so I didn't reply. Laying on the car, you've got stars, I've got scars they don't see. I think today is the best day of my life. Last night all I wanted to do was die. Right now I'm happy to be